I'm here in the studio to report that our Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife Sophie have been assassinated. And yes, we are in Austria-Hungary. And yes, it is 1914, not 2020. Anyways, our beloved Archduke went to Serbia for peace. He was on a parade in his open-top car with his wife when, all of a sudden, a bomb went off. It tried to kill him, but it failed. However, the bomb wounded many people, so he decided to go visit the wounded in the hospital. While he and his wife were on their way there, their driver took a wrong turn, and he was shot. Serbia did this. Serbia funded the organization that killed our Archduke. However, there's some crazy conspiracy theory going around that some group called the Black Hand did it completely separate from Serbia. But that's fake news. What are they going to say next? The earth is flat? Pfft, humans can't get that stupid. Okay, anyway, let's cut to a reporter on the scene.
Thank you, Colin. This is Susan Miller reporting live from Sarajevo, the scene of the death of Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife Sophie. The two were assassinated earlier today after primarily a failed attempt. The assassins who had failed later went to a coffee shop. Unfortunately, the Archduke and his wife were driving in a car with a driver who happened to take a wrong turn. The man in the coffee shop noticed that they were passing by and ran out and shot the Archduke and his wife, murdering them in cold blood. This is just an outrage. Here is a Serbian. Let me see what these Serbians are feeling about the murder of our Archduke of Austria-Hungary and his wife. Hello, sir. Can I interview you?
Sure.
I'm just wondering, how do you feel about the assassination attempt of the Archduke and his wife?
Well, we all feel very horrible about this. But this is some kind of terrorist group that must have done this.
Are you sure it was a terrorist group and not the Serbians? Who do you think it was?
I think it was probably the Black Hand.
Well, if it was the Black Hand, how do you think that they got their weapons? Do you think Serbia gave them their weapons?
No, we would never do that. That's an outrage.
Are you sure about that?
Absolutely.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it seems that there's some issues going on in this place. I'm just wondering, too, about the ultimatum that was given to Serbia. How do you feel about that?
Well, that would just not make any sense for us to allow them to come into our country and do whatever they want.
Well, you heard it here, folks. The Serbians are evil. War cannot be averted. Back to you, Colin, in the studio.
Well, this is a crisis I don't know the answer to. Well, as long as millions of people don't die and every European country doesn't go to war, I think we'll be fine. That could never happen. Anyway, that does it for this edition of CJ Studios Funtime News. See you next time!